You wake up early. You always do. The alarm is unnecessary. Your body already knows. You move through the morning like a shadow that remembers its own choreography. Efficient, controlled, functional. You answer to emails, you smile at the right moments, you ask people how they're doing, and quietly pray they don't ask you the same, because if they did, you wouldn't know what to say. There's a quiet collapse happening. Not with screams, not with tears, but with silence. It's the kind of collapse that hides behind productivity, disguised as strength. Invisible, even to you, until one day, it isn't. You used to think high functioning meant coping well, that if you could keep moving, you were fine, that if no one saw the cracks, they weren't really there. But lately, you've noticed the small betrayals. Your focus drifting mid-sentence. Simple tasks feeling heavier than they should. You still get things done, but it costs you something unnamed. You've built a life on competence, on being the one who handles it, the reliable one, the balanced one. But no one tells you, keeping it together can become a cage, a performance so polished, it starts to erase the person underneath. You become fluent in appearing okay, a master of subtle disguises, laughter that hides exhaustion, patience that conceals despair, composure that shields the quiet cry for help that never makes it past your throat. There's a loneliness only high-functioning people know, the loneliness of never being seen in your fragility. The world doesn't offer comfort to those who seem fine. You've built a reputation of resilience, and now you have to live inside it. People praise your calm, your stability, your strength. They never notice your strength has become survival, not choice. You wonder when the collapse began. Was it the first time you pushed through fatigue instead of resting? The first time you told yourself, others have it worse? Or the day you decided that love must be earned through usefulness? Maybe it began when you learned that vulnerability makes people uncomfortable, so you stopped showing it. There are nights when you sit alone, scrolling through messages you'll never answer. Screens glowing, heart dimming. The quiet feels heavier, like the air itself is pressing down, whispering, "You're disappearing." And maybe that's what the collapse really is. Not an explosion, but a fading. A gentle forgetting of who you are beneath the function. You remember what it felt like to be alive once. To wake up curious, not just capable. To laugh without earning it. To feel wonder instead of weariness. You look for that person in the mirror. But all you see is someone managing. Someone performing wellness so convincingly, it almost feels real. Almost. Here's the truth. High-functioning people don't fall apart publicly. They dissolve privately. Behind the glow of computer screens, under the weight of expectations, in the silence between achievements. And because their collapse looks so composed, the world never calls it what it is. But you know. You feel it. Every time you fake presence while your mind drifts. Every time someone says, "You're amazing," and the words sting instead of soothe. You've been trying to save yourself by staying in control. But maybe the saving begins in surrender. Maybe healing starts when you stop proving your strength and finally admit your tiredness. When you let the mask fall, not dramatically, just quietly, in the safety of your own solitude. When you let yourself cry without explanation, rest without guilt, say no without apology, because you were never meant to function your way out of pain. You were meant to feel your way through it. So tonight, instead of holding yourself together, try not to. Let the collapse be an opening. Let the stillness be a beginning. You are allowed to be undone, allowed to exist without performing your worth, allowed to rest. Not because you've earned it, but because you are human. And in that quiet, you might find something unexpected. Not failure, but return. A slow reintroduction to your own soul. The rediscovery of breath. The soft, steady hum of being enough. Even when you're not doing anything at all. The collapse was never your ending. It was your body's way of asking to come home.